Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day. This is where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. There's over 125 of these already on the playlist. Oh man, I have a bunch of playlists too. I have a playlist where for over a year and a half I did pocket dump deconstruction, so you'll see a bunch of knives. There's just a whole bunch of things. So go check out, hit the Keith Kevin Ken on the bottom of your screen and go into my channel and just have a ball. But this series, every day, Monday through Friday, I'm still trying to figure out what we'll do on the weekends. I have some ideas. But Monday through Friday, we're going through my 4 Pelican cases, one knife at a time, and highlighting a knife. We've been working on the Spyderco collection. It's a pretty big one for me. And so we're still on it. Go check out the playlist if you want to see a lot of unique knives. But we'll go through all 4 of the Pelican cases. People ask me about storage questions. So let me just tell you, it's 4 Pelican cases. They are very tightly packed. Shouldn't be that tightly packed. I have 3 1550s and one 1600, and I have a bunch of knives on my desk because I've run out of room. So I don't know. I'm not ready to buy my 5th Pelican case, but we'll see. Enough rattling. Let's talk about this knife. Today, the knife of the day is the Spyderco Advocate by Gail Bradley. Let me just tell you, I really like Gail Bradley. Gail Bradley started with Spyderco with the Gail Bradley, which was in my top 10 Spydercos. Then he came out with the Air, which is a beautiful, very light. I have a look at the Gail Bradley Air, the Spyderco Air, on the playlist I was just talking to you about. Go check it out. It's a very light but oh so beautiful gentleman's folder. Oh. Then he came out with the Gail Bradley 2, a couple of fixed blades from Spyderco, and they're all real nice. Gail Bradley is a custom knife maker. The Advocate is the production knife based on a custom knife of the Advocate. I was waiting for this to come out in 2016 from Spyderco. It's like the last flipper that they released. And in the meantime, I came across an original custom knife, and I almost pulled the trigger but didn't. This is the Spyderco Advocate. Now let's talk about the Advocate. I will tell you that there are videos that you should check out before buying them on YouTube where some people took it apart and was not happy with what they saw behind the pivot. So go check that out. They do a better discussion of it. I have to say this. I don't take my knives apart. I haven't taken this one apart. So this is about not taking them apart. But I believe what they say because one person that I follow, their first review of the Advocate is like mine. They loved it. Perfect knife. And then they took it apart. So check those out. I have not taken mine apart, so I'm not reporting on that. But I am telling you to check that out. I'm going to talk to you about the knife that I have. This is a beautiful knife. It really is. Gail Bradley and Spyderco did a great job. First of all, it's the first Gail Bradley flipper for Spyderco, and it flips. I mean, it fires out there. The blade, the very first Crucible CPM M4 steel that I ever used was on the original Gail Bradley. And every knife, the Air, the Gail Bradley 2 that he did for Spyderco had CPM M4 steel. Spyderco has included M4 steel on a lot of their knives since the Gail Bradley, and will be releasing a lot of the knives. I'm recording this in 2017, this year and going forward. And and they have in 2016. This blade is M4. Not surprising. M4, it really retains an edge for a very long time. It does. This blade not only is CPM M4, which is a wonderful steel, it also is full flat ground. So it's a slicer like you wouldn't believe. It's 3.5 inches, so it's not a super small knife at all. Although I'll tell you, it feels smaller in the hand. It does. 3.2 inches of that is edge. And even on the flipper for me, and I like a forward choil, but you can get up a little on this knife. It does have jimping right before the top of the Spidey hole. But man, it flies out there. It really does. So the flipping action is wonderful. The handle is full titanium, and it has this orange peel on it. You see that? That texture. It's not severe orange peel. Okay? It may offer a little bit of grip, but not that much. But it is there. It looks nice. It gives you just a tad more grip. What I really like about it is very thin profile. I mean, very thin. Open construction, easy to clean, very thin profile. And they smoothed all the edges. So it just feels unbelievable in the hand. And you know, Spyderco's good for that. Very great in the hand. It is a Chris Reeve integral frame lock, and it flies out there. I'll tell you, it really flies out there. The clip is just a regular Spyderco clip. They do offer right hand tip up and left hand tip up. No tip down, but right hand and left hand tip up. You see the little lanyard hole right there as well. But man, it feels light. It is 8 inches total when you hold it like this. The total length is 8 inches. And it weighs 3.9 ounces. 3.9 ounces. All titanium, like I said. CPM M4. It's a wonderful knife. I love it. It is on my top 10 list. However, go check out the pivot problems. I haven't witnessed it, but I have a lot of knives that I rotate through my carry, so it doesn't get a lot of usage. Any one knife doesn't get that much usage. But man, I love this knife. I really do. I know, that sounds like a conflict, doesn't it? But I can only tell you how I experienced this knife. And by the way, everyone else loves this knife too. But it may have some problems with it. That, my friends, is the knife of the day. It's the Spyderco Advocate. By the way, it is out of stock from Spyderco. You can still find it, but this is going to be a knife that is going to be hard to find. So if you do get one, find one, buy it. It's a real nice knife. And already, in less than 2 years, it'll probably be discontinued. So grab it. That is the Spyderco Advocate. I wanted to show you the length with the Gale Bradley 2, of course with M4, and I pulled out my M4 paramilitary 2 as well to give you some size comparison. There you have it. If you're enjoying these weekday knives of the day, please don't forget to thumb it up. Let me know that you're out there and that you're enjoying it so I continue it. Share the link. Let people know we're out here. Also, subscribe. That really helps me out. And turn on your notifications. I'm planning on having a new knife tomorrow. Spyderco has really been late on their knives. This is the time of year where it usually happens, and then all of a sudden they send out bunches of them. So there's a lot of new knives for 2017 that haven't been released yet. It's kind of frustrating. But anyway, But turn on your notifications so you know when I do other videos. And I'm trying to figure out what we'll do over the weekend that's fun for me and interesting for you guys as well. You have a good one, okay? Take good care of yourselves and your family. Keep those pockets full. Have a perfect day. Goodbye.